Welcome back, wrestling fans. Tonight, we're stepping into the ring not for competition, but for a heartfelt tribute. In recent years, we've bid farewell to some legendary figures, icons who poured their heart and soul into the sport, creating moments we'll never forget. Together, we'll celebrate their unforgettable matches and the incredible mark they left on the wrestling world. Plus, stay tuned for shocking and emotional news about Bill Goldberg that no fan will want to miss. Let's honor these legends together. Sapphire, born Juanita Wright, was a cherished figure in professional wrestling, best remembered as the valet and manager of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. During the late 1980s and early 1990s, she brought a unique charm, energy, and spirit to her role, helping to break barriers and become a memorable presence in the wrestling world. Sapphire's WWF debut came as an enthusiastic fan who quickly became an integral part of Dusty Rhodes' storyline. Her vibrant personality and undeniable chemistry with Rhodes created a beloved partnership that resonated with fans. Known for her signature polka dot outfits that matched Rhodes' ring gear, Sapphire added a playful and heartfelt dynamic to his character, making them a fan-favorite duo. One of Sapphire's standout moments came at WrestleMania 6, where she and Dusty Rhodes teamed up in a mixed tag team match against Randy Savage and Sensational Sherry. Her involvement in this high-profile match showcased her fierce and spirited persona, earning admiration for embodying the underdog spirit alongside Rhodes. Beyond her role as a manager, Sapphire was one of the few prominent African-American women in professional wrestling during that era. She was a trailblazer, paving the way for greater diversity and representation in an industry that often presented challenges for women of color. Her presence both in front of the camera and in the wrestling community helped open doors and inspire future generations. Sapphire. But her legacy lives on. Wrestling fans remember her as a groundbreaking figure and an essential part of Dusty Rhodes' legendary career. Her contributions as a performer and pioneer remain significant and continue to be celebrated in wrestling history. Dino Bravo, born Adolfo Bresciano, was a professional wrestler celebrated for his incredible strength and commanding presence in the ring. Originating from Montreal, Canada, Bravo became a standout figure in wrestling during the 1970s and 1980s, earning a loyal fan base thanks to his powerful physique and dominant performances. Starting his career on the Canadian wrestling circuit, Bravo quickly built a reputation as both a skilled and physically imposing wrestler. His rise to wider fame came when he joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he was famously billed as the world's strongest man. Bravo amazed audiences by showcasing his raw power, including jaw-dropping feats like bench-pressing enormous weights during live events, adding to his mystique and appeal. Throughout his wrestling tenure, Dino Bravo captured several titles, including the Canadian Heavyweight Championship and the WWF World Tag Team Championship. He was known for a hard-hitting style, using powerful slams and strikes to dominate his opponents inside the ring. His notable rivalries, especially with icons like Hulk Hogan, and his partnership with manager Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, helped establish him as a major player in WWF storylines. Bravo's charisma extended beyond his physicality. His ability to connect with fans made him a memorable personality. Adopting a heel character as a proud Canadian villain, Bravo showcased his versatility, engaging audiences as both a hero and a villain throughout his career. Tragically, Dino Bravo, cutting short a life that had a significant impact on professional wrestling. Despite his untimely, his legacy endures as one of the strongest, most charismatic, and unforgettable wrestlers of his era. Wrestling fans continue to remember him fondly for his strength, presence, and contributions to the sport. Hercules is remembered as one of the most iconic bodybuilders in history, celebrated for his extraordinary physique and unwavering dedication to the sport. Born in the mid-20th century, he quickly rose to prominence in the competitive bodybuilding world, earning numerous titles and victories at prestigious competitions. His success made him a symbol of strength, discipline, and inspiration for countless fitness enthusiasts striving for physical excellence. Despite his achievements, Hercules faced significant challenges behind the scenes. The intense demands of bodybuilding took a heavy toll on his body over the years. He battled chronic joint issues, strain on his cardiovascular system, and the long-term effects linked to performance-enhancing substances that were sometimes used in the sport. These health struggles were a constant part of his life, yet Hercules remained resolute, pushing through pain and adversity to maintain his elite status. Tragically, Hercules' life was cut short due to heart disease, a harsh reminder of the risks tied to extreme physical conditioning. His passing deeply affected his family, who lost a beloved father, husband, and mentor, and shook the bodybuilding community. It sparked important conversations about the balance between pursuing peak physical fitness and maintaining overall health. Hercules' legacy lives on beyond his titles and impressive physique. He left behind a lasting impact on bodybuilding and fitness culture, inspiring new generations of athletes. His story serves as both a tribute to perseverance and a cautionary tale about the hidden costs of pushing the human body to its limits. Today, Hercules remains a symbol of strength and determination, reminding everyone that true fitness must always include care for one's long-term well-being. Billy Two Rivers, born May 5, 1935, was a pioneering professional wrestler and dedicated indigenous rights activist whose influence extended far beyond the ring. A proud member of the Mohawk Nation, Two Rivers began his wrestling career in the late 1950s, quickly standing out with his dynamic style and athleticism. His indigenous heritage was a defining aspect of his wrestling persona, as he respectfully incorporated cultural elements into his performances, helping bring visibility to indigenous identity within the sport. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Billy Two Rivers competed across major North American wrestling promotions, including the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Known for his charisma and connection with fans, he faced off against some of wrestling's top stars of the era. His talent and unique presence earned him admiration not only from fans, but also from fellow wrestlers, solidifying his place in wrestling history as one of the notable indigenous performers of his time. After retiring from active competition, Two Rivers turned much of his energy toward indigenous advocacy. Passionate about his culture and the challenges faced by indigenous peoples, he used his public profile to raise awareness about issues affecting his community. He worked tirelessly to promote respect, understanding, and equality for indigenous peoples, becoming a powerful voice for cultural pride and social justice. Billy Two Rivers, leaving behind a legacy that bridges the worlds of professional wrestling and indigenous activism. Remembered as a skilled athlete and a courageous advocate, his life continues to inspire future generations to embrace their heritage and stand up for their rights. His contributions to both wrestling and indigenous causes remain a lasting testament to his dedication and spirit. Jimmy Del Rey, born November 30, 1962, was an American professional wrestler best remembered for his charismatic persona as Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey. He gained widespread recognition in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, as one half of the popular tag team, the Heavenly Bodies, alongside Tom Pritchard. Known for his flashy style and natural charisma, Del Rey left a lasting mark on tag team wrestling during the early 1990s. Del Rey's wrestling journey began in 1985 after training under the Mighty Yankee. He debuted under the ring name Jimmy Richland, a name many fans initially thought was his real one. In the late 1980s, he joined Championship Wrestling from Florida, where he wrestled as Jomo Kenya before changing to Jimmy Backlund. Under this identity, he formed a successful tag team called the Playboys with Brett Sawyer. The duo captured the vacant FCW Tag Team Championship on July 1, 1989, holding the titles for nearly 2 months before losing them to the Nasty Boys. Between 1989 and 1991, Del Rey expanded his horizons by wrestling in Japan for Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, FMW. This experience allowed him to develop his high-flying and technical skills, further establishing him as a versatile and exciting performer. He also competed in the W*ING promotion in 1992, solidifying his reputation in the Japanese wrestling scene. Del Rey made his WWF debut on November 22, 1991, returning to the Jimmy Richland name for his first match against the Skinner at a house show. He soon evolved into Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey, becoming a fan favorite with his energetic performances and tag team chemistry. Though Jimmy Del Rey's legacy lives on through his influential tag team work and entertaining in-ring style that left an impression on wrestling fans around the world, Brody Lee, born Jonathan Huber on December 16, 1979, in Rochester, New York, was a highly respected American professional wrestler known for his powerful presence, skill, and captivating charisma. Standing 6 feet 5 inches tall with surprising agility, he began his wrestling journey in 2003 on the independent circuit. Wrestling under the name Brody Lee, he quickly gained recognition for his intense style and rugged look, earning comparisons to the legendary Bruiser Brody, which inspired his ring name. Throughout his early career, Brody Lee became a standout in various promotions, including Chikara, Dragon Gate USA, and Combat Zone Wrestling. His combination of size, athleticism, and hard-hitting moves made him a fan favorite and a dominant force in the indie wrestling scene. In 2012, Jonathan Huber signed with WWE and was rebranded as Luke Harper. He joined the Wyatt family, a dark and eerie faction led by Bray Wyatt, where Harper's sinister character and fierce wrestling style made a strong impression. During his WWE tenure, he won the Intercontinental Championship and formed a notable tag team with Eric Rowan, adding to his growing legacy. Despite these successes, limited creative opportunities eventually led to his departure from WWE in 2019. Huber's career took a powerful turn when he debuted in All Elite Wrestling, AEW, in 2020 as the Exalted One, the commanding leader of the faction Dark Order. In AEW, he showcased his full potential by capturing the TNT Championship and becoming a rising star before his untimely passing. Tragically, Brody Lee died at age 41 due to a rare lung condition. His sudden sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. Fans and colleagues remember him not only as a formidable wrestler, but also as a beloved husband, father, and friend. AEW honored his memory with a deeply emotional tribute show, celebrating his life and lasting impact on the industry. Louis Spicolli, born December 10, 1971, in Los Angeles, California, was a promising professional wrestler, known for his vibrant charisma and solid in-ring skills. Launching his career in the early 1990s, Spicolli built his reputation across various independent wrestling promotions before stepping onto the bigger stages of the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Spicoli's wrestling style was energetic and adaptable, allowing him to shine as both a villain, heel, and a hero, babyface. In the WWF, he performed under his own name and gained attention for his appearances alongside notable wrestlers. One of his more memorable roles was as part of the Radicals faction, alongside future stars like Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, which helped cement his place in wrestling circles. After moving to WCW, Spicoli reinvented himself as the new heavy metal, a persona that highlighted his toughness and intensity. He competed in several significant matches that showcased his athletic ability and growing fan base. Despite these professional highlights, Spicoli's career was marred by personal struggles, most notably with substance abuse, which impacted both his performance and life outside the ring. Tragically, at only 26 years old, Louis Spicoli died from an accidental drug overdose. His untimely sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, bringing attention to the pressures and hardships that many wrestlers face behind the scenes. Though his life and career were cut short, Spicoli left a lasting mark on the industry. Fans and fellow wrestlers remember him not only for his talent and passion, but also as a poignant example of the challenges that come with life in professional wrestling. His legacy endures as both a tribute to his skill and a cautionary tale about the darker realities of the sport. Born on December 17, 1982, Lionheart was a highly respected professional wrestler from the United Kingdom, known for his thrilling in-ring performances and captivating charisma. Throughout his career, he earned a reputation for blending athleticism with a unique style that stood out in the wrestling world, making him a fan favorite across multiple promotions. Lionheart's passion and commitment to wrestling were clear in every match he fought. He constantly pushed his physical and creative limits, delivering exciting and memorable bouts that left lasting impressions on audiences. His ability to tell stories through his wrestling, combined with his fierce determination, allowed him to compete at a high level against some of the biggest names in the industry. Beyond his success as a performer, Lionheart was deeply respected as a mentor. He generously shared his knowledge and passion with up-and-coming wrestlers, helping shape the next generation of talent. His influence extended beyond the ring, as he was admired for his genuine kindness and dedication to the wrestling community. Tragically, Lionheart's promising life and career were cut short when his shocked fans and peers alike, leaving a significant void in the wrestling world. Despite his untimely passing, his legacy lives on. Wrestlers and fans continue to honor his contributions to the sport, remembering him not just for his remarkable skills and achievements, but also for his warm heart and unwavering dedication. Lionheart's story remains an inspiration, an enduring reminder of the passion and joy wrestling can bring, and the impact one person's love for the craft can have on an entire community. William Scott Goldberg, better known simply as Bill Goldberg, is a name that echoes with thunder throughout the world of professional wrestling. Born on December 27, 1966, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Goldberg's journey to wrestling superstardom was anything but conventional. From a promising football career to becoming one of the most iconic and dominant figures in sports entertainment, Goldberg's story is one of raw power, fierce determination, and undeniable charisma. As he prepares to hang up his boots with a final match slated for 2025, it's time to reflect on the legacy of a man who became wrestling's embodiment of unstoppable force. From football fields to wrestling rings, the early years. Before the roar of the crowd in packed arenas became his soundtrack, Goldberg was known for his prowess on the gridiron. A talented athlete, Goldberg played college football at the University of Georgia, where he was a standout defensive tackle. His physicality and work ethic earned him a shot in the National Football League, NFL, where he played for the Los Angeles Rams and later the Atlanta Falcons. Though his professional football career was relatively brief, it laid the groundwork for his future in wrestling by honing his strength, athleticism, and competitive edge. Transitioning from football to wrestling is no small feat, but Goldberg approached the new challenge with the same intensity that defined his athletic career. Starting in the late 1990s, Goldberg trained rigorously to master the craft of professional wrestling. His natural physical gifts, combined with his powerful presence, quickly caught the attention of wrestling promoters and fans alike. WCW and the birth of an unbeatable legend, Goldberg's real breakout came in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, the major competitor to WWE in the late 90s. He burst onto the scene in 1997 with a ferocity that wrestling fans had rarely seen before. Goldberg's in-ring style was distinct, short, explosive bursts of high-impact offense culminating in his devastating finishing moves, the spear and the jackhammer. What set Goldberg apart was not just his physicality, but the aura of invincibility he cultivated. WCW built an undefeated winning streak for Goldberg that reached an astounding 173-0, a figure that became the stuff of legend. This streak was a critical part of his mystique. Goldberg wasn't just winning matches, he was demolishing opponents with a ruthless efficiency that made him seem unstoppable. During this period, Goldberg became WCW's top star and a major draw on pay-per-view events. His explosive style, coupled with an imposing presence and limited but impactful promos, made him a cultural phenomenon. Fans chanted his name, arenas erupted when his music hit, and his image became synonymous with dominance and power wrestling. Transition to WWE and continued stardom. The closure of WCW in 2001 marked a significant shift in the wrestling landscape. WWE, then WWF, acquired the company's assets, and Goldberg eventually made his way to the world's biggest wrestling stage. His WWE debut was highly anticipated, and while his initial run was brief, it was memorable. Goldberg quickly captured the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and engaged in high-profile feuds, including one of the most talked-about rivalries in wrestling history against Brock Lesnar. Goldberg's time in WWE has been characterized by sporadic returns, often timed to maximize impact and nostalgia. His 2016 comeback was particularly notable, reigniting the spark for longtime fans and introducing him to a new generation. His matches retained that trademark intensity and raw power, reminding everyone why Goldberg was once considered wrestling's most feared competitor. Despite the breaks between appearances, Goldberg's WWE run has cemented his place among the company's all-time greats. His Universal Championship reign and bouts with top stars, including Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, have provided moments of excitement and served as a bridge between wrestling eras. The many faces of Goldberg, Da Man, the Myth, and the iconic Goldberg's wrestling persona is one of the most recognizable and enduring in the sport. Fans know him by several nicknames: Da Man, the Myth, and the Iconic, each reflecting a different aspect of his legendary status. These monikers have become synonymous with his larger-than-life persona, an embodiment of raw, unfiltered power and confidence. His entrance, accompanied by the famous Goldberg chant and intense music, remains one of wrestling's most electrifying moments. It's a testament to his lasting appeal that even years after his peak, audiences respond with the same enthusiasm and reverence. Challenges and controversies. A complex legacy. No career as storied as Goldberg's is without its complexities. His in-ring style, while thrilling, has drawn criticism from some quarters for being overly stiff and sometimes dangerous, leading to injuries among opponents. These controversies have sparked debate within the wrestling community about balancing intensity with safety. Goldberg's brief Hollywood career added another layer to his public persona. Though his film roles were not as significant as his wrestling achievements, they reflected his crossover appeal and willingness to explore new opportunities beyond the ring. Despite these ups and downs, Goldberg's commitment to fitness and performance has remained unwavering. Known for his rigorous training regime and imposing physique, Goldberg has maintained a level of conditioning rare among wrestlers of his age and tenure, a key reason why his sporadic comebacks have been successful and impactful. Preparing for the final act, Goldberg's retirement announcement. In 2023, Goldberg officially confirmed what many fans had anticipated. He would retire from professional wrestling in 2025. This announcement marked the beginning of the end for one of the industry's most enduring figures. The news sent ripples through the wrestling world, igniting conversations and speculation about how the final chapter of Goldberg's career would unfold. Retirement in wrestling is often a complicated affair. The final match is more than just a contest. It's a carefully crafted moment that honors a wrestler's legacy while passing the torch to the future. Goldberg's retirement plans have sparked intense speculation about who will be his final opponent, what storylines will play out, and how WWE will stage his send-off. The dream match, Goldberg versus Gunther, among the leading contenders to face Goldberg in his farewell match, is WWE's current World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Gunther's rise has been characterized by his no-nonsense, hard-hitting style and an impressive title reign that has drawn praise for its consistency and intensity. The potential matchup between Goldberg and Gunther carries immense symbolic weight. For Goldberg, it would be a chance to cement his legacy against a modern powerhouse and close his career with a memorable, high-profile bout. For Gunther, it presents an opportunity to prove himself against one of wrestling's most feared legends, potentially elevating his own status as he carries the mantle into the future. This bout is widely viewed by fans and insiders as the perfect passing of the torch moment, a collision between two generations representing the past and future of wrestling. Behind the scenes, rumors and tensions. While the anticipation builds, rumors swirl about the backstage dynamics surrounding Goldberg's retirement. Some reports suggest friction between Goldberg and WWE management, stemming from differing views on how his final match should be handled. These tensions have led to speculation about whether Goldberg's send-off will be a respectful celebration or a contentious farewell. Fans and analysts debate whether Goldberg will go out with a clean loss, adhering to traditional storytelling conventions, or if WWE will grant him a victorious exit to honor his contributions. The company's penchant for spectacle suggests a dramatic finish, but negotiations behind closed doors are said to be complex. Additionally, Goldberg has expressed frustrations with WWE's creative direction in recent years, particularly concerning the prominence of newer stars like Roman Reigns and Gunther. These concerns add another layer of intrigue to the unfolding retirement saga. Wrestling in a changing world. Goldberg's place in modern wrestling. Goldberg's career spans an era of dramatic change in professional wrestling. From the territorial days and the Monday Night Wars to the global entertainment juggernaut WWE has become today, Goldberg has witnessed and adapted to many shifts. However, his style and persona are often viewed as relics of a bygone era. The brute force, short match, powerhouse archetype that captivated fans in the late 90s, but contrasts with today's emphasis on storytelling, technical skill, and character depth. Critics argue that Goldberg's sporadic appearances limit his relevance to younger fans, and that his presence doesn't significantly contribute to WWE's long-term storylines. Supporters counter that Goldberg's aura and legacy bring invaluable excitement and nostalgia, bridging wrestling's past and present. The physical toll and Goldberg's fitness ethic. Despite his legendary toughness, Goldberg's body has endured the toll that wrestling inevitably takes. Injuries and the wear and tear from decades of physical competition have made his commitment to fitness and recovery even more crucial. Unlike many of his peers, Goldberg has prioritized maintaining a near-peak physical condition, allowing him to perform credibly in high-profile matches even into his late 50s. His dedication to health and strength training serves as an inspiration to athletes both inside and outside the wrestling world. What lies ahead? The final bow and beyond. As Goldberg approaches his final match, the wrestling community watches with anticipation and respect. Regardless of the outcome or the opponent, Goldberg's retirement will be a milestone moment, a farewell to a man who redefined what it meant to be dominant in professional wrestling. Post-retirement, Goldberg's influence will undoubtedly persist. Whether through sporadic appearances, mentorship roles, or ventures outside the ring, Goldberg's name will continue to resonate. His legacy is not only in his victories, but in the unforgettable moments, chants, and memories he created. Conclusion: the end of an era. Bill Goldberg's journey from NFL defensive tackle to wrestling legend is a testament to the power of determination, charisma, and physical prowess. His undefeated streak in WCW, memorable WWE runs, and larger-than-life persona have etched him into wrestling history as one of the sport's most dominant and beloved figures. As he prepares for the final chapter in 2025, the excitement and speculation surrounding his retirement underscore the impact he has had on wrestling fans worldwide. Whether the final bell rings against Gunther or another worthy opponent, Goldberg's career will be celebrated for its intensity, passion, and unforgettable moments. Bill Goldberg is more than a wrestler. He is a symbol of power, resilience, and legacy. And as he takes his final bow, the wrestling world will honor a true icon who redefined what it means to be the man.